Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect. That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
Well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is. And the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. Young man, you're going to figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're going to figure that out real soon. I said you can go.
All right, folks, buckle up because today we're stepping into Judge Simpson's courtroom. And let me tell you, this one is a ride. On one side, we've got a judge who doesn't play games, doesn't take excuses, and doesn't let nonsense clog up his courtroom. On the other side, well, we've got a sovereign citizen, and not just any sovereign citizen. This guy is swinging for the fences, throwing out every line from the sovereign script like it's going to magically make the case.
I am Tariq Maratari Kade, the executor of the Tariq Maratari Kade Living Trust and the registered owner of the Tariq Maratari Kade Ex Relatione Kindaman Wilson Estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court would ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, the Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not. What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role. How religion does not play a role.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the government should.
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect.
Disappear. The hearing kicks off with the defendant trying to shut the judge down right out of the gate. Sir, you have no authority, he says. Can you imagine? Looking a sitting judge in the face and telling him he's got no power? Judge Simpson doesn't flinch. He snaps right back. The only perspective that matters here is mine. That's when you know it's about to get heated. This guy doesn't just claim he's innocent. No. He starts in with his sovereign citizen spiel, announcing himself as some executive of a trust and registered owner of an estate. You know the drill. It's like word salad dressed up to sound official. But Judge Simpson, he cuts through it immediately. He lays it out plain. You're charged with fleeing and eluding. That's a felony. It carries real prison time and real fines. Do you understand that? And the sovereign's answer? I can't.
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No.
So I do have.
Sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
Well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is
You
there a
are
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand that that's what's happening, sir?
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution as well as the court and the officers agree to take a competency.
That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion, yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion, yes.
No. Not how it works.
Comprehend. Not yes, not no. Just, I comprehend. That's classic sovereign code, as if changing one word is going to outsmart the system. The judge patiently explains the dangers of representing yourself. He's offering him an attorney, making it clear this courtroom runs on rules, not personal belief systems. But our sovereign citizen? He's stuck on one thing, religion. Says it's against his religion to follow statutes, rules, or law.
I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, under it, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
With the court, ask the people to prepare the order for the competency.
Yes, please prepare the order for that. Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
And so I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? If I can put it in my calendar.
July 25th. You were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it. You were supposed to file your motion with
I
the
did,
court.
I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it, I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what you
additional week.
stated at the last hearing.
Well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're gonna
That's it.
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you know, do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for a competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
The judge reminds him, flat out, religion has no role in these proceedings. And yet, the guy keeps circling back to it, like he's convinced he's found some secret legal loophole that nobody else has ever discovered. By this point, you can practically feel the tension in the room. Judge Simpson is giving him chance after chance, but you can see it building. The judge knows exactly where this is headed, and he's about ready to put a stop to the act once and for all. And this is where Judge Simpson finally draws the line. After listening to this guy twist himself into knots about religion, indigenous rights, and whatever else he could pull out of thin air, the judge makes it clear, we're not doing this. You're ordered for a competency evaluation. That's the judicial version of saying, I don't buy a word you're saying, and I need to find out if you're actually fit to stand trial or just putting on an act. And honestly, it was the right move, because by now this guy isn't just refusing to cooperate. He's questioning whether the court even exists in the first place. But even here, he can't help himself. When the judge asks if he'll show up for the evaluation, the man answers, under threat and coercion, yes. You could see Judge Simpson's patience snap for a second, because that's not how this works. Either you show up or you don't. And if you don't, well, let's just say life gets a whole lot harder behind bars. Still, Simpson stays calm, keeps it professional, and presses him for a straight answer. Finally, the sovereign citizen mumbles his way into agreeing. The bond continues, the order is prepared, and the judge, already showing saint-like patience, wraps it up with the classic dismissal. You can go. And here's the part that gets me every time. This defendant actually tries to push back. At the very end, acting like he didn't quite catch the judge's words. He wants them repeated, maybe hoping for a loophole to slide through. But no, Judge Simpson just cuts him off and shuts the door. End of story. That's the thing about these sovereign citizens. Half the time, I don't even think they believe the nonsense they're saying. It's pride. It's ego. They'll twist themselves in circles before they admit the obvious. The law doesn't bend to their personal fantasies. And Judge Simpson? He's the perfect reminder of that. Cool, steady, and ready to drop the hammer the second someone pushes too far. So what do you think? Was this guy genuinely confused, or was he putting on a show hoping to out-talk the system?